Bev again with another video based on some information out of my book, Are You Fat Making or Calorie Burning? And you can get it on Google, Amazon, whatever. Okay, today I want to talk about cholesterol. You may be surprised to know that dietary cholesterol is actually quite minuscule when compared to the amount of cholesterol created by your body, in fact, your liver. But if you eat a lot of trans fats, right, and processed foods and all that kind of thing, then your liver is going to produce more LDL cholesterol. And you've heard from your doctor that that's the bad one, right? I want to talk about that. But I eat 3 eggs every morning. And they're a perfect breakfast. I don't worry about cholesterol. You know why? Because eggs raise both my bad cholesterol, LDL, and my good cholesterol, HDL, and I need both. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. But first of all, what is cholesterol? It's an organic molecule that is a type of fatty lipid. And so you're thinking, oh no, it's bad, it's a fatty lipid, right? But your body manufactures cholesterol because it's an essential component of your cell membranes. And remember in the last video, I said cell membranes, they don't have walls, right? They have this, they're malleable kind of sheets of fatty tissues, right? So you need fat to create the walls of your cells in your body. So cholesterol actually maintains the structural integrity of your cell membranes. And that allows cells to kind of change shape. And you think, well, why do they have to change shape? Well, think of them traveling through your various arteries. And sometimes some arteries are a bit more narrow than others. So your cells have to change shape to get through a narrower blood vessel. And also, what is it you've heard? It's a waxy solid. So you think, oh, that's not good. Cholesterol is a waxy solid. But it comes in two forms. It can be one in your blood and it can be one in food. And the one in food does not become the cholesterol in your blood, okay? Although it can be a problem with the lining of your arteries, right? So next thing I want to say is, well, why would you worry about the food that you eat if we don't? For instance, I eat eggs, right? I'm saying eggs aren't a problem. Well, it's because your liver will produce extra cholesterol from any saturated fat that you eat, right? So the more saturated fat that you eat, the higher you're going to be producing cholesterol. And this excess solid cholesterol, right, is going to collect on the inner artery walls. So we call it plaque. It's going to narrow the width of those arteries. It's going to restrict or slow down your blood flow. And blood is important as it travels through your body, right? It carries oxygen, it carries nutrients, it carries hormones. So you really don't want to slow it down. You want it to be able to meet its jobs, right? So if you have plaque in your arteries, I don't care what kind of exercise you do or what kind of regimen you use, you are going to compromise your fat burning if you have a lot of cholesterol in your body, okay? Now, what are the designations? Now, you may have heard of HDL and LDL. These are transport proteins, and they help. Actually, this is high density lipoprotein, and this is low density lipoprotein. And you really have to have both. Certainly your doctor does not want to see your low density lipoprotein higher than your high density. They want the high density to be a little higher, okay? But as I say, you need both. And that's because high density, its job is to remove cholesterol from your body. So, and I'm talking about from your arteries. Now, low density is the one that actually contains the most Cholesterol. I said you need cholesterol for your cell membranes, okay? So you want LDL, it's carrying the cholesterol that you need, but you don't want too much cholesterol. And this guy's job is to remove it when it's too much. But if it can't, you know, if you've got, if you don't control the amount of cholesterol, it's too much for these guys to deal with, okay? So you want, not a balance, but you want a little bit more of this than this. And then it's never overwhelmed, right? It can do its job. So transport proteins are important, and you're going to have better health if you take care of them. So I hope this has helped explain why your doctor is after always looking at this ratio, okay? Cholesterol is not bad unless you make it bad, and it doesn't come from the food you eat unless you're eating too many saturated fats, right? You're eating junk food and you're whatever, processed and refined foods. Okay, so take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.